I just realized when Dihia's banner came out, this is the background for the launcher. Typically, the launcher background is whoever's featured on the gacha banner stuff. But Dihia is nowhere here. My god, why did they make Dihia suck so much? Dihia. That's how you pronounce her name properly. But I'm always gonna call her gender bent Dio. Dia. Which, you know, it's ironic. Because she can't heal. Well, she can technically cast Dia, but I don't think she can cast Media. And definitely not Dia Rahan or Media Rahan or what any other stronger variations.
Most of the times when I go to game stores, I kind of walk up and down the old RPG aisles, pick up a dusty game and go, hey, that kind of looks neat, and put it back on the shelf and leave. But on occasion, a few of them walk out of the store with me. While I like reading through them, I really do, but running them for my group is another thing entirely. While I might have a week or two to learn a new system, my players don't. So, I promised myself that one day, I would go through and play some of the old, more obscure RPGs that I had collected. And then we did it, and man, there's a reason people don't run RPGs that way. Wow, I hope you guys really like that character you spent a week making. Because you gotta do it again next week. Anyway, these are some of the stories from the RPGs we played over that time. A few of these only lasted a week, some several months. So we're going to be taking a journey down the RPG rabbit hole. First one I want to talk about is the Phoenix Dawn Command. Remember? Anyone? Phoenix Dawn Command? When it came out, everyone was talking about it. Sleek, sexy artwork, interesting, innovative design, character sheets. Get that shit out of here. Now you have decks. Your character is a deck of stats, and whatever they were good at would come out more often. And when they leveled up, they'd swap out the cards. Sounds really cool. It does sound really cool. About that, there were a few downsides to it. First, you were limited by the cards. So if someone had the last 5 intelligence in their deck, and you didn't have it, you couldn't play it. So there was just a finite number of cards and a finite number of builds that you could do. Another interesting feature of the game was characters would die, they'd level up. In-game there was lore that the PCs would respawn, which led to a lot of funny jokes, which I think you guys know where this is going. Okay, we have to defeat the evil wizard, but we're not high enough level. Don't worry. Chuck. I mean, this system came out to big fanfare. I'm talking topping charts, review board, top game of whatever year it came out. It just died, and I haven't heard anyone else talk about it.
If I do get C2 Amber,
while I was writing the script, I googled the game just to find out if anyone's still playing it. And the top
what would be the best artifact set for her?
Game, 2019. So I'm partially justified. So
Wanderer's Troop is a no-go.
Moving on to the next game is Open Legend, another RPG which came out a few years ago. Big fanfare. Major selling point were a few things. First, it did not have classes, but a point-by system for traits, which I know the second I bring up, there's a lot of other games that also do that. It seems like every few years there's new RPGs, major selling point, not having classes, whatever. Anyway, the point is, we're moving on. Then there was ability dice.
Emblem won't work either.
But one of the other innovative features was flexible spell
It's
casting.
her skill we want to maximize.
The idea is that when you use magic or some other power, like a gadget or alchemy, they actually had designed it more similar to making an ability check in 5e. So, the player would explain what they were trying to do, and the DM would adjudicate it. For example, if the target was really far away, that increased the difficulty. If they're close by, it made it easier. Explain what is that when you use magic. Then there was ability dice. A lot of other games that also do that. It seems like every few years there's new RPGs, major selling points, dynamic classes, whatever. Anyway, the point is, we're moving on. Then there was ability dice, which I hated. But one of the other innovative features was flexible spell casting. Okay, so the idea is that when you use magic or some other power,
I guess
like
just
a gadget or
two-piece noblesse and
that was, they actually had
No.
designed it more
nothing
similar
increases
to
skill.
ability check in 5e. So the player would explain what they were trying to do, and the DM would adjudicate it. For example, if the target was really far away, that increased the difficulty. If they're close by,
Noblesse is
it
still
made it
her
easier.
best in slot, I suppose.
Targets, that was hard. You can pick one target, that was easy. So, about that game. Players really liked their characters all the way up until their first combat. The flexible spell casting just turned out to be a bit too much for them. It really slowed down on the action. They also weren't a fan of the lack of resource system. Just explain. The game didn't have anything like power points or spell slots. Instead, when they would fail a check trying to use their powers, it would have some other consequence for them. Like it,
Make yourselves at home.
So instead of going back to this game, online love that. Now I will definitely
Grow. Get him.
yeah.
I must leave no stone unturned, as a dutiful maid would.
Super thinking it's going to get 9 out of 10. And after playing it for a bit, it drops to like a 3. So it's floating around 5 probably. On to a 7th Sea. The game is set in a pseudo-European 1800s-ish setting with not Italy, not Spain, not Britain, during the not Victorian era, with wigs, high seas, and flintlock guns. Of the group I played with, I remember that most people were kind of apathetic about it, but we had one player who was like really super stoked to play it. The way that dice worked in 7th Sea, instead of rolling pass-fail, or even setback and disadvantage, something they
Let it rain.
action-based system. The GM was in 7th Sea, and players would roll to what they wanted to do. Dice that were system.
Sharing my knowledge.
Action.
Thunderclap.
You were doing more stuff in that scene.
Committed to memory.
Which you could spend your hours in. For example,
Grow.
someone like roll persuasion to get 3 success. Say,
Committed to memory. Lightning slash. Go, Baron Bunny. This may turn a little.
The system was fine to see, very punchy, very quick. It was nimble. It's just when you got down to combat was where it started to get clunky. The setting was great, and the system was good. It was solid. I liked it. There were some silly moments with this. One example I can think of is players had magic powers that they could activate. And these magic powers were based on their hero points. And hero points came to them from the GM, similar to like inspiration from good role-playing or being a character. It's an interesting idea, you know, and I ultimately didn't like it, because there were a lot of situations like this.
Grow. The Temple of Wisdom.
To break into this prison.
No escape. Get him.
You're Russian.
Steady as stone, as a good knight should.
Mouse? That's a thing you can do, right? I don't know, GM, but can I turn into a mouse? Got to do some more Shakespeare to get my powers back. Moving on to Fantasy Age. It's a more generic setting, not specific Dragon Age. The core mechanic of the system was stunt points. Basically, you roll 3 dice. One of them is a stunt die. You then expend the stunt points to perform various maneuvers. For example, you roll an attack, then you get stunt points, and then you can spend the stunt points to do a sudden move, a counterattack, sweeping blow, or taunt. It made fighting a little bit more involved as players would decide what they want to do, roll, and then say, ooh, I have some stunt points, and then pull up a chart and spend them like it was a menu at a restaurant of death. One of the things which was constantly an issue in it was the game kind of had a numbers problem. We'd expected the fights to go on for 10 rounds or so for a counter, have multiple small encounters throughout the day. Part of this problem was that melee attacks were not keeping pace with the huge health jumps that players and monsters would receive every level. Unfortunately, because it was a core mechanical issue, there wasn't really an easy solution to this, since lowering hit points broke the spellcasting, increasing damage broke the magic, lowering magic damage broke the mana curve, increasing attacks broke the stun dice. I mean, there's probably a homebrewed version of this I'd have more fun playing, but I would want a complete overhaul to the system to make it work. Loved most everything else in the system. The flexible character creation and how they did feats was great. The spellcasting was awesome, where you got to pick 2 domains, so a bard might be healing with an inspiration, or a cleric might be healing with light. Very cool. When you picked a domain, you got 2 cantrips, and when you leveled up, you would unlock high-level magic, and even unlocking domains ultimate magic branched out into some other domain. Super neat. Then we have Icons, the superhero RPG. I'd actually run this a few times. I absolutely loved it, but
Mona.
I have a hard time recommending it because the GM really needs to educate everything type of system. The character sheet is super simple, whether roll or you just spend 0.5 to stats. Everything is on a 10 scale. 1 is bad, 3 is normal, 7 is superhuman, and 10 is godlike. Put Rex into the skills whatever you want. There's no feats, there's no equipment, nothing else. That's it. What I liked was that they gave players some good references for their powers. 3 strength you can lift a person, 6 strength you can lift a car, 8 is a building. Okay, something I gotta complain about is that a lot of superheroes try to use tied to real numbers, saying things like, you can travel 15 meters a minute. Is that fast?
Haven't I done this
How
already?
fast? It's a little bit easier with the system because they would say, you are as fast as a plane, or can lift a motorcycle.
I'll try the library.
Now, the complications came up the second you start to use your powers, and a few of them were weird. Like, for example, there's a power that just says, mind control. The description is...
Last time I said good hunter, and she was there.
I don't know. So if someone has 5 ranks for time control, and they roll, and they get a 7 time control, you did it! Success! You did the time control! Yay! Good for you! Weird. Like, for example, there's a power that just says, time control. The description is, you can control time. What does that mean? I don't know. So if someone has 5 ranks for time control, and they roll, and they get a 7 time control, you did it! Success! You did the time control! Yay! Good for you! It was a funny bit while we were playing. We had a player, Asher. He had put 1 rank into invisibility, which meant that he was bad at being invisible. He was kind of more like camouflage, but his stealth was through the roof. A 7. Very good. His character was also cowardly, so he constantly hid from everyone. What this meant was that while he was in town, he was just constantly being invisible and hiding. But he's in the middle of a crowded town, so of course they're gonna catch like a glimpse of him on occasion. And that ended up making him more suspicious, because why is there this creature sneaking around, trying to remain hidden? He must be up to no good. This eventually led to the rumors floating around about him. When he would go back to places he had visited, he heard rumors about Phantom Toad. A big, bug-eyed creature people would see in the window, or down a deserted alley, and then look back, and he was gone. As he traveled, the story followed him, and the legend grew. The PC took umbrage with the rumors of the Phantom Toad, because Asher was actually a frog. The last one I want to talk about is A Song of Ice and Fire. The house generation is actually quite cool. It lets you kind of read the history of Westeros. It's a lot of fun, spending a lengthy session 0, rolling for different events and building our own team. What we knew was that our family was very old. We'd gotten most of our wealth from a silver mine that was slowly drying up, and the family was desperately panicking and trying to find another source of income before it was too late. The thin stream ran through our land. Not enough for trade, but enough to feed the forest, a herd of deer, a home, the farmers who used it. Our family's motto is, we carry on, with a diamond shard of the land signifying wealth and prosperity, which was now an ironic logo considering how destitute we were. This was at a period in time when the Lannisters were calling in family members to repay debt, so we had to send one of our cousins as collateral, and they were holding them basically hostage until we could repay our loan. There was one character who I wanted to make that never actually saw the light of day. Very disappointed, I wanted to make a horse master. The idea for this guy is that the rest of the family is talking about politics and stuff, and my character comes in and informs them,
Yeah, there's a thing like
called the horse master.
I didn't find Mona anywhere else.
Into enthusiast. I am here on behalf of the
Unless
people
we choose
to
Good
demand that
Hunter.
you fix an insidious problem which is plaguing our great hamlet. I am of course talking to you about horse rights. Yes, the rights of horses are a common problem among people. They demand 5 meals a day, a warm bed, blankets, and no more wageless labor. I have here a petition signed by them, flipping them the document with just my signatures over and over. I'm not sure why we'd invite your character into our conversations. Like, I am the Lord, he's the Maester, she's my head knight. How would I invite you? Say there's a battle. What could you offer? Well, there's going to be horses in this battle, right? Someone needs to speak up for them. Do you have a horse fetish? my proclivities are not up for discussion. I tell you, the people will not be silenced. They demand the rights of horses and the freedom that they... Ow. I had to make another character after that. Eventually the character I did end up making that we wove into the story was that I was playing as the uncle. Yes, nothing could go wrong. We have a young lord and the uncle who just wants to help his nephew. That's great. Nothing could go wrong there. And they even rolled randomly for my flaw, and I believe it was power. Yes, so my character had a weakness for a coveted power, and had a scar over his eye. For no reason. Hey there, littlest nephew. I'm gonna help you out.
Ad Astra
It's okay
Abyssosk.
that I'm not king. That's fine. But you're a
Thank
king.
you for complete.
That's okay. Anyway, those are the RPGs that I played. They were fun and interesting, and I like most of them. I think whenever you're talking about RPGs, I like seeing something that's innovative, different. You can never know when you're going to see a cool or new
May the
mechanic
god of
in the
animal
character
be
the
you
next
and your
one.
loved.
I tend to talk about some of the weird rules parts, and I think that it just makes that those are just what's more interesting to talk about. And when something works, you just kind of go, that works.
Who named their
So
child
I
Guy?
think that it might make it seem like I didn't like these systems as much as I did. I kind of also would like to rank them a little bit to dislike, but I found that was hard to do because it's such an apples to oranges kind of systems. But if I were to rank them by likelihood of replaying them, definitely like Icons and 7C are up there. Phoenix Dawn Command is like very far at the bottom.
Take
this! Open Legend are kind of cool. I know. I said I wanted to revisit Open Legend, but I think that my players would actually hate it. But it depends on the group, right? Like, I know I might think some of this stuff is cool, but at the end of the day, I'm not the one playing their characters. They are, so they better like them. Anyway, goodbye. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys found something interesting, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye!
Like me, I'm still playing Open Legend, although I am trying to make my own system now. Yeah, this is gonna suck as I have Google open like right now. Let me close it. For now. What am I following? Okay, there's an audio delay. That explains why I was having trouble. That chart is way undercharted. And also it really doesn't work for a rhythm game. Say what you will, even if I didn't have the lag, it just doesn't work. For one, it's way too short. No one really likes playing rhythm game songs that are short. I can tell from Osu experience. 1 hour 30 minutes. If it's like 1 minute 30 seconds. Oh my god, no one would play a song that long. What the fuck? Why is this being recommended to me?
Hi, my name is Bloom, and as you know, I am a tote snake. Disgusting! Hold on,
Yeah. Perhaps some other day. I'm switching this theme. I can try a taser team.
On the screen right now is the Hyper Bloom team. It is a team that utilizes 3 really strong off-field characters such as Nahida, Xingqius, as well as Ryder to perform the Hyper Bloom reaction. Because this free character individually is so strong already, in theory, you can just put whatever character in the whole slot such as Thea and get a really good team going. And we saw this with Eula as well, which is how Eula Hyper Bloom was created. This on the right, however, is the exact same team, but you never do anything on Thea. You never even switch to Thea, and you simply rely on the other free party member to do your damage. And as it turned out, it is significantly faster, at least during my run. While at first this might seem impossible, before Thea came out, this Chinese user have calculated and predicted that on some team, Thea can contribute up to -8% DPS, which means by putting Dea into your party, you actually could lose up to 8% DPS compared to just doing absolutely nothing and leaving the last slot open. But if you think about it for a second, this kind of makes sense. During the elemental burst, Xingqius or your Lord is not able to utilize their elemental burst, which potentially results in loss of hydro application or just loss of damage in general.
Oh man, I really kinda want the just so I have another claymore option.
But two, sometimes the power application just grieve your overall application and further results in loss of damages. In fact, the team on the left is so much slower than the team on the right that by the time I finish this intro segment, it is still not clear the chamber again. And this is the story of how Dea is worse than Air in Genshin Impact. So this
What do you mean?
Golly, sure you're
Air is the best element.
have a somewhat invested Dea with 49 crit rate and 177 crit damage, as well as talent 8 on her elemental skill and burst. Normal attack don't matter because we're never actually going to use this. My Dea is currently at C0 with a refined 1 Wolf Greystones. I chose the Wolf Greystones because Serpent Spine unfortunately doesn't work on Dea, even though it is one of the best, well, budget weapon in the game. And for my artifact, I do am running the 4-piece elbow. These artifacts are not that great, but they are definitely one of the better ones that I have because I kind of just took them from Shamling, which is unfortunate because now my Shamling is probably running some scuff-ass artifact now. With that being said, in today's video, we're going to be running a various amount of team with really strong all-field cores, usually involving 3 members like Hyper Blue, Xingqius, Reddit, and Nahida. And then we're going to put Dea into the 4th slot and then do the exact same run a few times with and without Dea, and we're going to see which one is
Fine,
better.
why not? I'll do an
Ready for
overload.
trial.
You just need a
Spam.
negative
Team.
inclusion in your party, aka she actively grieves your party by not allowing certain interaction to work, such as grieving application with applying too much pyro, or just grieving swings like
Overvape.
elemental burst or Delon elemental burst because she just doesn't work with them for some reason.
Are you going to hold
the
a festival?
showdown between Dea as well as Air, where you literally don't put in 4 characters into your party, and we'll see how it goes. We're pretty much gonna keep the artifact the exact same across the entire video and try to make our run as consistent as possible. Obviously, it's not gonna be the most accurate, and you should never ever use DPS Showcase Abyss speedrun contest to be your evidence to judge how good a character is. This is simply a
What's
for fun
wrong?
video to see if
Are
they
you in danger?
Your bundle. Going back to what I was showing you during the intro of Hyper Bloom Team, I actually also tried it. What if I only use the
Yes,
elemental
I
skill and her elemental burst? Would that be better because you can trigger Virgin?
Oh yeah, I forgot I was
Just
gonna.
this particular case, I also tried to build a full elemental mastery on Dea to trigger some Virgin damage. In these cases, I found that it is still slower than pure Hyper Bloom, potentially because swapping into Dea just costs you swap time and therefore it's not worth it, but they actually have really close results. Hyper Bloom on itself was able to clear the chamber in 1 minute and 2 seconds, while Hyper Bloom with using the elemental skill building full elemental mastery to do Virgin can clear the chamber in 1 minute and 7 seconds, only 5 seconds slower. If you don't build full elemental mastery though, then you can add another 5 seconds on top at 1 minute and 12 seconds.
Oh, the game already started. Hold on. I'm looking for a specific song I really want to listen to right now. What chapter is it from? Fuck. Where am I supposed to go? Oh my. Oh my god. What the fuck? Where's the next area? Cool, let's get out of here. Frick, hold on. I think I found it. No, this isn't it either. Dude. They're all cool to listen to anyway. I do believe it's from chapter 4. And chapter 4's OST still isn't out on the official site, the channel. Dun 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 dun. There it is, I found it. Are you kidding me? Oh God, please tell me nothing got corrupted. Yeah, I just want to listen to the OST now. No, I'm not happy with that. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
On the way I go! Fire hazard! Ha! Ooh, let me open it.
You already did. Also, what the fuck?
Huh? Huh. 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 Huh.
I guess there's more battle music here.
Add Astra. Add Astra. Delve into destiny. Gotcha.
Yalan and Tito, what do they have in
You can bully
common?
me. Can't handle your drink.
They're
Written in the
both
stars.
5-star versions of already
Game's
existing
up. Time's over.
4-star units
Shadows of
that
fate.
trade utilities for power. Yalan doesn't have Xingqiu's shields and stuff, but does have more power.
Huh? Gotcha.
Tito's the same. There's not as much AoE anymore and stuff. And he doesn't have a shield. He needs a different character to shield him, or else he'll get interrupted constantly. Honestly, he gets interruption resistance and I didn't know. It would have been great if it wasn't fucking HP. Unlike Noel. There should be more characters like him.
frozen to death. Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey.
Look at you, Foozhound!
Shadows of fate, decided by destiny.
See? Time to go! Go!
Wow, triple. Nandito ang tenacity though.
Here comes the catch. Fate is upon you.
Special!
Let me scry. Busted.
Candace could already mine. I'd like to switch this out for a different healer if possible. Yeah. Candace would be better off just having full emblem, or full noblesse.
Today's the day. Let's go meet up with Sucrose. Sucrose, we're here!
Oh, Traveler, Paimon. I only just arrived myself, so I'm still getting ready. And Collei just passed by a moment ago. She said she had some things to sort out at the inn where she's staying, but she'll meet up with us when she's done. Apparently, Tighnari and Sino both went out, but she stayed behind because she wanted to help us.
It's just us.
Not too bad. After reviewing it again with fresh eyes, I came up with a new theory which seems to hold some water. I'll attempt to explain it as simply as I can. I believe that each of the 4 things in the prophecy refers to a different field of knowledge. So, in a way, the prophecy is a test of the reader's intelligence. But it's unlikely for any one person to have expertise in all these different areas. So I suggest that we seek out one expert from each and get their opinion. Also, in 2 out of the 4 areas, the prophecy seems to want us to find specific people. It may even turn out that the people themselves are the answers.
So it sounds like we should put our heads together and list out the people who can help us.
Exactly. I think we can go through each riddle in turn and generate 4 groups of names to match the 4 questions.
Okay.
Alright, then let's start from group 1. The first riddle was, a flower that is not of this world.
Personally, I would still go with Albedo for this one. Alchemy is the most likely to have to do with otherworldly things, and he is by far the leading expert in this regard.
Then let's go. I know flowers too, actually.
Exactly! You're the creator of the tetratanic sweet flower. Who knows? Maybe that's the flower we're looking for.
Huh? You really think so?
Oh, but what about Tighnari? He's a forest watcher and knows all about plants. If it's a flower we're looking for, maybe he's the man for the job.
All right, I'll add him to the list as well. On to group 2. This subject is a guide who will never get lost.
That's kind of abstract. Does it just mean someone who never loses their way?
Wait, but they have to be able to guide others too, so it's not quite as simple as that.
Astrology?
Oh, you mean Mona? Yeah, she definitely count.
Mona. Yes, she certainly seems very confident, and she can use her astrology to guide people.
Would Bennett count?
Bennett?
Well, his luck's so bad that as long as you go in the opposite direction from him, you'll always be going the right way, right?
I see. I suppose I can't argue with that logic.
Add him to the list. Finding everyone won't take long, so one extra person won't hurt.
I know. Would Outrider Amber be a valid candidate for this category as well?
Yeah, she would! She's got a great sense of direction after all. As a matter of fact, when the Traveler and Paimon first came to Mondstadt, she was actually the one who gave us directions.
Yes, she's certainly a good guide.
Is there anyone else?
Let me think. Yes, I believe there may be one more. Albedo once made a set of equipment for Mika from the reconnaissance company. He's their surveyor and an exceptional pathfinder. He's even instructed others in the discipline of surveying before. So, in my view, he's highly unlikely to lose his way and would be very good at helping others find theirs.
Cool! Another one for our list!
Wait, Collei should have been here by now. Wonder what's taking her so long. Sorry, could we continue our chat somewhere else?
Oh, you wanna go see how she's doing, right? Sure, let's all go.
Hi, Collei. Hope we're not intruding or anything. Is everything okay?
Sucrose! I was preparing some stuff. Is it time already? Oh no, I'm sorry.
Something.
Don't worry. The Traveler and I only just met up. We were just worried that you might get lost along the way, so we thought that we'd come get you.
Thank you. I'm ready to join you now. How's that thing going?
So let's pick up where we left off.
Next up is the third line. One who would never lie. Anyone spring to mind?
Dull luck, apparently.
You really think so? Seems like it would be pretty difficult for someone in his position to avoid having to lie. Then what about Kaya? He's the cavalry captain and a rather popular figure, but...
He's always
You
lying.
think there's something fishy
He's a
about
scheming,
him too,
conniving.
huh? Yeah, he's definitely a sneaky one. Bet he lies all the time. I can't help but agree with you there. There's the tone-deaf bard. But on second thought, he wouldn't qualify either. He talks way too much nonsense. Is there anyone else we're missing?
Acting Grandmaster Jean? She has a good name in that regard, but from what I know, she sometimes covers up the truth out of concern for those around her. For example, when Lisa loses track of time in the library and misses her patrol shift, Jean will come up with some excuse, like Lisa's ill today. Also, she sometimes makes up stories to get Klee to behave, like the one about the big monster that comes to catch naughty kids who don't go to bed on time. Do you think that rules her out?
White lies are still lies, but do we really have to reject her because of some harmless fibs? It's not like she had evil intentions.
Not a lot of people in this world that don't lie.
No, we're the ones being strict.
Rosaria doesn't strike me as the type of person to lie. Oh, Collei, you probably haven't met her yet, have you? She's a sister from the church who looks, a little scary and not very sociable.
She hot.
She stopped by the alchemy bench once, a long time ago, and asked me about Albedo. I thought maybe she was trying to find him, for work or something. But when I asked, she just said that she was curious about him because he was so intelligent, and wanted to talk to his assistant to find out what he was like. A lot of people might have given a more tactful justification, but I could see in her face that she wasn't trying to hide anything. She was just very direct and straightforward. That's why I don't think of her as the lying type.
Rosaria doesn't look like the sort of person you'd want to get into a fight
She
with.
doesn't lie either.
Maybe she just fights her way out of situations that some people
What
might
about
want to
Razor?
get
Why
out of.
haven't we mentioned him yet?
I can
He
definitely see
literally
that.
doesn't have the capacity
I've
to
also heard the
lie.
other sisters say that Rosaria doesn't even make excuses when she skips choir. She just doesn't show up.
She's a tough cookie, huh? Let's put her name down.
In that case, I think Sino fits in this list too.
True. Lying's probably more trouble than it's worth for someone like him. Kinda like with Rosaria. Oh, and Paimon also nominates Razor, but he couldn't lie to save his life.
I've also got someone else in mind. Noelle, the trainee knight. She's a very honest person. I don't think she'd tell a lie.
Alrighty, write her name down too.
Wait, there's one more person. You know, our long-standing staffer at the alchemy bench.
Huh?
Him? Really?
You mean Timaeus?
Yes, him. Truth be told, he's been love-struck recently.
Really
He
now?
swore that he wouldn't say a dishonest word or slack off until he succeeds in getting the woman he loves.
Timaeus has a crush?
Yes, that's right.
Well, who is it? Do you know her?
I've never met her. All I know is that she's from Liyue. Timaeus says that she's fun, has a great personality, and is very, very good looking.
Okay.
Since we're on the topic, helping Timaeus win the lady of his dreams was also one of my goals for this Windbloom Festival.
But how can we help with that?
I don't know.
I really don't wanna.
Make sure he uses nice paper and a fancy envelope when he sends letters to her. Help him pick a nice gift and wrap it properly. That sort of thing.
Yeah. I had the same situation once in the Avidia Forest. I helped another forest ranger out by delivering a love letter to the coworker she likes.
Yep, that sort of thing exactly. Oh, also, I helped him with some of the groundwork for one of his research projects. He must have appreciated it, because he gave me a refrigeration device that he's been developing as a thank you gift.
Is it any good?
I mean, it looks nice.
Sounds like a no.
Alright, guess we'll put Loverboy down on the list then.
Okay, so last of all, we have a legend that never ends. Anyone come to mind for this particular line?
Lisa, perhaps? A librarian understands books best, and aren't most legends written down somewhere?
Legends that never end.
When I think about legends, fairy tales and picture books come to mind.
Maybe Collei. She read a lot of fairy tales when Tainari was teaching her to read.
Oh, do I count?
Of course you do. I'll put you on the list.
What about you?
I prefer to read things like an illustrated analysis of alchemical substances and their uses, the fascinating principles of crafting, and hypotheses of life.
I don't think those quotes,
point
those
taken.
poems should be there.
Paimon didn't quite understand any of those.
Collei might be a good choice. Her mother, Alice, is a renowned traveling author, So I'll bet she's been exposed to all sorts of myths and legends.
This fucking puzzle is so vague, you can literally go with any
we made the
interpretation
short
and it'll be right.
Well,
It's so stupid.
that should just about do it. Next up,
It's
we
just
should
like
go
that
and ask
one
the
Game of
people on the
Thrones
list about
meme
the
with that prophecy.
Do we have to ask
That's so
absolutely
goddamn
everyone
vague,
on the
it could
list?
fit anyone.
It seems like a lot of people.
It is. So, I was thinking that perhaps we should split up. That might make our search more effective.
Okie dokie.
Also, I've thought of a method of gathering feedback.
No problem. We can do that.
You and the Traveler are practically joined at the hip, so you two can go together. I'll pair up with Collei.
Capable Collei and sensible Sucrose. Sounds like a winning combination.
Okay, I promise I'll help. Capable Collei. Yeah, I got this.
Rest assured that the unbeatable Traveler and Paimon will do our part too. Off we go.
I plan on starting from the person with the most defined stronghold. So let's go to the library.
Yes,
Lisa should
stronghold.
Stronghold. That's an, interesting word to use.
be there. Maybe Den? No, that's even worse.
Bruh, what do you think
How
Lisa
about-
is?
Layer.
Is she like the demon queen? The final boss?
Here we are, Lisa's lair.
Oh no, that was a bad word choice. Now Sucrose is using it. It's all my fault.
Lisa, might I ask if... Huh?
Where did she go?
Sucrose. Collei. What are you doing here?
Solving
I can
puzzles.
only Sucrose that they were Collei-ing on someone. At least that's as far as I know.
Oh, please, just stop it with these puns. I beg you. Are you trying to win worldwide fame for unfunny jokes?
Is Lisa not here at the moment?
Surprising, isn't it? She went out. I'm afraid it's just us here looking for information.
Except me. I'm not here for information. Like you, I came here for an abortive search for the librarian, who is also my academia senior.
What?
Oh, so you studied in the same darshan as Lisa?
That's right. Her mentor in Sumeru was also my benefactor. We were both Spontamod students.
Wow, that's cool. But wait, we're getting sidetracked. We came here to look for some information. Collei and I are investigating a prophecy, and we were hoping you all might be able to help.
Oh? What sort of prophecy?
We were looking for Albedo anyway.
I see. You want to ask them about the flower that is not of this world, and me about the one who would never lie.
But there's no rush. You don't need to answer right away. We're just here to tell you about the situation. You can take your time to think it over
Joking
and submit
technically
any thoughts you
usually
have in
counts
written
as
form
lies
to the
as
Sucrose
well.
mailbox.
The Sucrose mailbox?
Yep. I was thinking about it on the way. And although they seem like trick questions, there's a lot to mull over once you get down to the details. A quick answer off the top of your head might not go into enough depth. So, I decided to place a mailbox next to the alchemy crafting table. Everyone can submit their written answers there when they're ready. We don't have to call it the Sucrose mailbox, though. It could just as well be called the Sucrose and Collei mailbox. Or even the Sucrose, Collei, Traveler, and Paimon mailbox.
I think in this case, we can just go with your quick answer off the top of your head.
Sounds like a good solution. Certainly more reliable than verbal discussion alone.
Agreed. Certainly when it comes to discerning whether someone is a liar or not, you cannot simply take them at their word.
Understood. Once we've had a look into it, we'll place our replies into your mailbox.
Thank you all so much. Okay, let's tick them off the list and carry on working our way down.
Already done.
I'm pleasantly surprised to see those two introverts getting along so well.
Do you get the feeling that Collei's return to Mondstadt has emboldened her more contrarian side?
Yes, I'd noticed that too.
Traveling and meeting old friends are both good for the body and soul. And isn't rediscovering one's youth while revisiting old haunts a worthwhile pursuit?
When I first met Collei, she'd never known happiness or youth. But things are different now. Her Elazar being cured was a huge milestone in her life.
Collei is a very sensitive and introverted child. I'm sure you must have noticed that too, Albedo. From the time she's been in my care, I've observed that she's actually a very lively character by nature. But she had a very rough start in life, and it changed her.
So, might I assume that your respective claims of looking for plants and artists in Mondstadt were just pretexts?
I wouldn't say that. Both Collei and Genius Invocation TCG are very important to me.
Would it really kill you to just say yes in this situation?
Fine. Yes, we came out of concern for Collei. She's been back to Mondstadt of her own accord several times, but it has led to no significant improvement in her mood.
Well, it won't hurt to give her some more time. I believe that Sucrose might be able to help her.
Sounds like an extension of your own self-confidence as her teacher.
You could say that. In a similar vein, I've heard that Sumeru scholars often build their social relationships based on their academic ones. Is that true?
I suppose it might look like that from your perspective. Sumeru society is something of a special case. The reason it is known as the City of Learning is because all of its resources are in some way linked to academia. As such, academic resources equate to social capital. It is not unheard of, for example, for people to build a family in order to pursue further studies. But the relationship between the three of us is not an academic one turned social. We've never even worked on a paper together for starters.
Oh, so the academic paper is the nexus of the academic family. Interesting.
Nice.
I would think of us more as siblings. An equal and pure relationship, unaffected by academic considerations.
As much as I'd prefer not to admit it, that statement is not inaccurate.
I can understand that position. I have a younger sister myself, and it's only natural for me to be protective of her. What you described fits the idea of a city of learning, as I imagine it. The family is where all social relationships intersect. As such, a family founded on common goals may actually be more stable. By the way, who's the eldest between you?
Let's not go down this rabbit hole, please.
In terms of age, I'm the eldest, of course. He just doesn't want to admit it.
But your mental age is younger than that. I dare say even by enough to be the youngest sibling.
He said to drop it,
Perhaps
but
I could bring
the
Collei
moment...
into this happy family to be your elder sister.
No. You will never see me admit to being the youngest sibling. Except perhaps as a last-ditch effort to turn the tables in a game of cards.
I mean, the fact that he's admitting something like that is
Guess we'll leave Collei and Sucrose to it. Fingers crossed all goes well for them.
further proof
Now
of
then,
his
where
honesty.
should we go first? Let's try our luck at the bulletin board, shall we? A lot of people tend to show up there at some point in the day. Maybe we'll get lucky.
So while that stupid was happening, wrong button. I thought some of the characters would have different dialogue. Oh hey, it's Mika. Okay, everyone is here conveniently.
There's a load of people here.
Literally
Even
everyone.
Lisa's here.
Hey there, Traveler and Paimon. It's been a while. How have you been?
We've been doing pretty well.
As long as Bennett isn't
You look
C6, this team
surprised,
can work.
cuties. Is it because of me?
Teacher is not at the usual place.
Oh, please. It's not as if I'm glued to my chair. I like to get out for a little fresh air every once in a while. Mika's here today, so I thought it'd be a good time to introduce him to Bennett and Razor. They're all out and about quite often, so it's helpful for them to get to know one another.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mika.
Ah, it's not how you remember his voice.
I look forward to working with you.
No need to be so formal. We've known them for ages. They're cool.
Windbloom. Fun?
Actually, we haven't gotten to the fun part yet. We've been busy investigating a prophecy.
A prophecy? What kind?
A good one or a bad one?
Gosh, that all sounds quite fascinating.
I can't believe I made it onto your list of names. You really think I'll be able to help?
Believe in yourself.
No.
Right. Believe in yourself. You're a first-rate adventurer, Bennett.
Okay, then in that case, I'll step up and present my thoughts on the matter. Except I forgot I'm not really good at organizing my thoughts. Oops.
Oh, there's no need to tell us all of your thoughts right here and now. Sucrose said she'll put a mailbox next to the crafting bench, so you can just write down your thoughts when they come to you, and drop them there.
A meticulous and efficient plan. Yep, that sounds like Sucrose.
I will think also. Give me some time.
You still have other people on your list that you need to go see, right? We should leave you to it. Don't worry about us. We'll drop off our letters at the mailbox as soon as we're done.
Okay, bye for now. Let's head over to Star Snatch Cliff next. Maybe we'll be able to find some people there.
Why
And
there
even if we
specifically?
don't find any familiar faces, you can see really far from up at the top. Maybe we can find people that way.
Aw, you're working so hard. Do be sure to get some rest when you can. If you get tired, you know you're always welcome to visit me for a break and a cup of tea.
Yeah, the overload will get in the way though.
Where to next? Let me check my notes. Huh, this way.
Got it. Collei, please follow me.
Although I suppose that won't really matter much. Weird. Yeah, that's definitely not my Sucrose.
Absorption test.
Are those aramites? No.
Oh, it's our lucky day. There are several people over there.
Oh my god, please, there.
And Eula's with her too.
It's a team with 2 DPSs,
Sucrose!
1 healer,
Clee also spies.
and an Amber.
The girl with the long scarf.
Collei, we were just talking about you. Ah, right. I don't think you've been introduced to Noelle before. Collei, this is Noelle, maid of the Knights of Favonius.
Best girl.
Nice to meet you, Collei. I missed you the last few times you were in Mondstadt, so I'm glad to finally meet you in person.
Oh, nice to meet you too, Noelle. My name is Collei. But you already knew that.
Relax, you two. There's no need to be so courteous. We're not on some kind of diplomatic mission here.
Klee, what are you doing here? Are you planning to blast some fish?
Nope. Klee's on patrol with the other knights.
Huh. Now that you mention it, it looks like everyone here's a Knight of Favonius except for Collei and me.
I'd heard that there was a very young knight in the ranks, but it's still a surprise to see with my own eyes. Collei, what do you do? I'm a trainee forest ranger in the Avidia Forest. Trainee? It means I'm not officially a fully qualified forest watcher yet. I'm still learning.
Oh, you're just like me. I'm still working towards becoming a fully qualified knight.
Technically, though the distinction is hardly relevant right now. This isn't a very formal patrol. We're just chatting.
Don't panic, Collei. Just pick a topic and join the conversation. Don't panic. Whatever you do, don't panic. It's just Amber and her friends. There's no need to be nervous.
Let me guess. Were you chatting about the new guests in town?
Yup. A few folks from Sumeru have come to visit, so we're brainstorming a few nice surprises for them. Amber! Sorry, At least I didn't say anything about what the surprises are.
Oh no. How am I supposed to join this conversation now? What do I say to that?
Speaking of nice surprises, we've actually had a fairly big one recently.
What kind of surprise? Tell me! I'm saved. Sucrose has given me a lead-in. Now, I just need to follow on from what she's already started talking about.
What an interesting prophecy. I have no idea what the answers could be, though.
So essentially, you're gathering information to help you solve the riddles, correct? I'll do my best to help.
Thank you so much, Eula.
Anytime.
There's no need to answer right away. We'll put a mailbox next to the crafting bench for people to drop us a note once they've thought of something.
I'll drop something in there for sure.
Nice idea. I think we can all commit to writing a note. We'll see what we can come up with.
Yup, don't worry. You can count on us. But we do have to finish our patrol first. What route are you taking today?
We started in the Stormbearer Mountains, and we'll end at the city gates. You'd be very welcome to join us, but it sounds like you're pretty busy with all this.
No. There's always next time. We'll join up with you after we're done working through this prophecy.
Oh, yeah, so, we'll be on our way for now.
See you later. Have a safe trip back. Are you okay, Collei?
Was it that obvious?
No, not at all. It just looked like you had something on your mind.
So that means it was obvious.
Whatever's bothering you, you can talk to me about it if you want. I'm happy to help.
Thanks, Sucrose. Well, the truth is, I don't really know how to act around Amber and the others.
Really? I thought you two were good friends.
We are. Amber's a really important friend to me. I don't know. I guess if I'm being completely honest, the problem's probably with me. The first time I came to Mondstadt, I was really immature. I didn't want to let people in, and I was generally pretty awful to everyone. Amber was the one person who didn't give up on me, and if it wasn't for her persistence, I wouldn't have found a friend at all. Without Amber, I might not even be here today. And because of that, I really look up to her. I think of her as my role model, and hoped that maybe one day I could learn to be like her. But after trying and failing for several years, I think I finally realized I'm no Amber, and I never will be. Looking back, it seems silly that I ever thought like that. We're nothing alike at all. My personality's so weird. I always get so anxious and I overthink everything.
Aw, Collei, don't say that.
Sucrose? Would it be okay if I told you a bit about my past?
Finally. Never mind.
I already knew bits and pieces about her. But still, why did she have to go through all that?
I'm sorry. We've only just met and I'm already dumping all of this on you. This is why I get so frustrated at myself. I'm always doing this. I get into a spiral of self-doubt, and then I end up having to find somewhere to vent it all out.
No, it's fine. I'm really glad that you're willing to tell me all this. People don't open up about their deepest feelings unless they really trust the other person. Don't you think? At least, I think it's kind of an honor. And, I mean, you've probably noticed by now, but I don't have the best social skills either. I always just end up talking about the things I'm interested in, and going on and on. But even so, you still listen to me when I talk my head off about alchemy. It's a relief to listen to you talking about yourself for once. If you hadn't told me all of those things, I never would have guessed that you struggle so much. Honestly, I feel like we're very similar people.
Really?
Yeah. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. I certainly do. All the feelings that you talked about just now, I totally get it. It takes so much more effort for us introverts to fit into a crowd. When you were saying about how you try to think about what to say in advance, and you're constantly terrified of saying the wrong thing and making things awkward, I relate to that so much. Oh, and also that part about studying under a genius. In fact, before meeting you, I'd never met anyone who seemed so similar to myself.
Oh.
I'm not very good at giving words of comfort or anything, and I'm not going to tell you to just get over it or stop worrying about it. How about we just sit here for a little while? We don't have to force a conversation if we can't think of anything. We can just sit here together.
Sucrose has stopped talking, but for some reason, this doesn't feel awkward at all. Maybe she's right, and we're more similar than I realized. In Sumeru, I always like to find a quiet place to just sit and watch the scenery, but it's always by myself. I never thought there'd be a day when I could do this with someone else by my side. Mondstadt's breeze is so gentle and soft.
Hey, Collei. See that cloud over there? Doesn't it look like one of my test tubes?
I don't think so. Sorry.
Then maybe we're not quite on the same wavelength on everything. At least, not when it comes to looking at clouds in the sky.
Thank you, Sucrose. I feel much better after talking to you.
Yeah, it helps a lot, doesn't it? I also vent to my flasks sometimes. The next time I get the chance, I have to show you my Tetratanic Sweet Flower and my Tetratanic Windbloom.
Your tetra... what?
2 of my favorite things I've made. They're really cool. I think you might like them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you'll definitely have to show them to me sometime.
I brought some crackers with me. You want one? There's cheese flavor or tomato flavor.
Sure.
Cheese.
I'll try the cheese one.
Nice.
Aw, look! They're enjoying the scenery together.
Shall we go play with them?
No, it's fine. Let them sit for a while. We're not what Collei needs right now. She needs a new friend. Someone different who's never met her before.
I don't get it. Is there a difference?
There is. You'll understand once you're a little older, Collei. People can draw different kinds of strength from different kinds of friends. And right now, Collei needs someone that's just not the same old me.
What the fuck's going on over there? Oh, electro slimes. What a bunch of idiots. Well, if they do them, and fuck you.
Time for a light show!
Why? Fuck off, Dr. Livingstone.
Star-Snatch Cliff! We made it! Paimon hopes we find someone we need here.
Help! I beg you, please don't let go!
Who's that yelling? Let's hurry and take a look. Timaeus? And we also have Rosaria and Mona? What kind of mishmash ensemble is this?
Good question. What kind of a motley crew is this?
It's been a while, Traveler.
Hello.
You two are looking pretty good. I trust you've been well.
The two that actually
Yep,
has
we're
the new
definitely faring a
costumes
lot
that,
better than this poor
that
guy
I
on the
like.
ground.
Hey, please don't rub salt in my wound. I really have been trying my best.
Oh, you're one to talk. If this sister hadn't grabbed you in time, then you would have been seriously hurt, if not dead.
I know. I really am grateful, miss. I can't thank you enough.
Don't mention it. Just lending a hand.
Quite literally.
Quite literally. And had she not lent him a hand and pulled him up, he would have gone tumbling down the cliffside.
What happened? Did Timaeus almost fall off the cliff?
Well, so what actually happened was I came to Star-Snatch Cliff today to pick some flowers and ran into Mona on the way. She took a look at her scry glass and advised me to turn back because it would be dangerous.
But you still came up here anyway?
Well, yes, I did, because there's something I just had to do.
Oh, I hardly think giving flowers to your crush is worth throwing one's life away for.
It's rare to run into someone with a death wish in this area.
I don't have a death wish. I just didn't think it would really come true. I mean, when Mona said it would be dangerous, I thought I'd be fine as long as I watched my step cautiously. I'm sorry, okay? I was wrong. I'm telling you, I'm just here chasing the love of my life. Love-struck Mondstadters is what the Windbloom Festival's all about.
Okay, that explains you. But why is Rosaria here?
I was looking for a quiet place to escape the crowds. I wasn't planning on having to save a life along the way.
So that's why the scryglass just showed danger instead of fatal danger.
Very funny. Anyway, Traveler and Paimon, what brings the two of you to Star-Snatch Cliff?
Just trying our luck. We've got a lot of people we need to see today, so we've been all over the place. Actually, you're some of the people we were looking for.
Huh?
I see. So, all we'll need to do is find some clues, make a note, and drop it off at the mailbox?
I can't believe there's a prophecy like this, let alone that I have a part to play in it. Oh, I guess this means everyone will find out about my crush now. I came here because I wanted to give some Cecilias to the girl I love. They'll really suit her. She's...
No, no one asked. Please, do not subject us to your gushing about your girlfriend.
Oh, you saw right through me.
You said you need clues, right? Well, in that case, Mona Magistus the astrologist will provide you with a personally handwritten letter. Just wait for it to show up in your mailbox.
You can be on your way now. We won't keep you any longer.
All right, then let's head back for now and meet up with everyone else.
See ya.
Will do. This is all so embarrassing. Thank you both.
We're finally reconvening. Story should be over by now. Nice mailbox.
We're back! Oh, but it looks like you two beat us.
Welcome back. Did everything go well?
Yep, we managed to find and talk to everybody.
We got back a little early, so we took some time just now to put the mailbox together. We got really lucky today. The vendors were feeling super generous, so we didn't even need to pay for the materials. It's just a shame that Collei got a splinter.
Don't worry about me. I'm used to working in the rainforest. I get splinters all the time. I've already taken care of it.
We've already wrapped up everything on our to-do list for today. So, all we need to do now is wait for everyone's letters to arrive. Traveler, Paimon, why don't you get some rest while I keep an eye on the mailbox?
You're definitely your master's student, Sucrose. As long as you or Albedo are around, Paimon can relax and know that everything's taken care of.
Stop. You're embarrassing me.
Wait. Actually, there's one thing that still needs taking care of. Paimon's starving. Hey, Traveler, you want to get dinner? Your treat.
That's not how you convince someone to eat out with you, but sure.
I'll go with Sucrose to return the leftover materials to the vendors. You two, go get a proper meal. We can't have anyone going hungry.
Yeah, now would be a good time for a break. Once everything is ready, let's meet up here again and collate all the information we've gathered.
Sounds like a plan.
Welcome. How can I help you?
That's a nice haul.
Could that be referring to a real windblow?
Paimon will have this one, and this one, ooh, and this one.
Hooray.
Hey, Paimon's really hungry! And don't forget, Paimon's also ordering for you, too. It's not like Paimon's gonna eat everything by herself.
Oops. That could be dangerous.
Ooh, Paimon is super full.
Is everything packed up and ready? What do you think about meeting up at 5 to go to my house?
Yes, everything's ready. I've packed some great wine and smoked ham. Oh, your parents will love it.
Pam? Look, we've known each other for quite some time now. Don't you think it's been long enough for you to remember that we only eat bacon in my house?
I must remember to get some milk today on my way home. Please, feel free to pay a visit to Cat's Tail anytime.
Enjoying the scenery?
Oh, Tone Deaf Bard! Are you here for some food as well?
Hello there. Again.
Oh, I can put something on your tab? Well, that's a pity. I already had a few drinks before coming here. I shall take you up on your kind offer another day. There should be no shortage of opportunities in the future. Anywho, you should be getting ready to thank me. I come bearing good news.
What?
What kind of good news?
Behold!
What is it?
It's what you need the most right now. The answer to the prophetic puzzle.
Okay. Sure. Plot convenience.
Simply head
Deus
to the
ex
location
machina.
marked on the map and you'll find the lantern you've been looking for. However, if I were you, I wouldn't just go and reveal the secret right away. As you've seen, a lot of people have been laboring hard to uncover the answer. A secret is like a well-aged brew. The aroma from the bottle is sweetest when revealed in the company of friends.
Yeah.
Then it's settled. I'll leave you to your business for now. Feel free to find me for a chat again once you're done working through the prophecy. Also, if you have some time, we could organize another fast-track love poem class.
No.
Oh, you're starting that up again?
I sure am. Nobody else has signed up this year, though, so the duty to learn falls on you.
No.
Anyway,
No,
see
it
you later.
doesn't.
Venti always looks so relaxed whenever we run into him. Paimon can't help but be jealous.
Excuse me, if you don't mind, could I chat with you for a moment?
Who are you?
Who are you?
You may call me Scarlet.
Ah, great. She's from...
Just like you, I'm a traveler visiting Mondstadt from another land. Mind if I buy you a drink?
No thanks.
Leaving the door open for another time, I see. I can tell that you've dealt with a lot of people during your travels.
You can tell? Well, we are very experienced adventurers after all.
I can. That's why I tried to strike up a conversation with you in the first place. I was on my way to go shopping earlier when I overheard your conversation next to the crafting bench. From what I could gather, you are trying to investigate a bizarre prophecy?
Would you happen to be the
Bizarre
author?
is definitely the word.
Don't you think it sounds just like the kind of story that would happen in Mondstadt? Anyway, that's why I wanted to ask you a favor. If and when you manage to unravel the answer to the prophecy, could you let me know what it is?
Why?
Not so much the prophecy itself, but Mondstadt as a nation. That's what I'm interested in. I was born in a distant land, but I have family and friends who once lived in Mondstadt for a long time. They said that it's a great place full of fairy tales and romance and recommended that I come for a visit. As it happens, someone I know has an anniversary coming up soon. So I figured this would be a good time to come here and see all the sights that she once saw.
What do you think about Mondstadt so far?
It certainly lives up to its name as the city of romance and freedom.
Wine.
We think so
And
too.
freedom.
So, about the prophecy.
Sure.
Thank you.
Why not?
You're very friendly. It's been a real pleasure to meet you. I'll leave it to you then. Hope you continue to enjoy the city and have a wonderful day.
She definitely isn't dressed like a local, huh? Where do you think her hometown could be?
Please find me a flower that is not of this world, and a guide who will never get lost. Find me one who would never lie, as well as a legend that never ends. Huh? I never thought I'd have someone secretly following me, even in a free city like Mondstadt.
Oh, this city lacks
Good day
freedom.
to you, miss.
Is that the fucking Hydro Archon in disguise or something? I'd be so pissed if I'm right about that. Farazan hangout later.